everyone. Welcome to Tuesday's Thoughts for September 8th, 2020. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the revision process and how I personally revise my writing. I'm not going to lie. Revision is my least favorite part of writing in lots of ways. And like many writers, I want to be the kind of person who churns out a perfect paper or story in one go, and I'm not. But that's mostly impossible, so this is why you have to revise. And very often I find the first time I write something, I miss an awful lot. That's normal. And I'm like, on my 3rd degree in English, and it's still normal. I will include tons of information about material that has nothing to do with the story, or essay. I will also leave a lot out. I'm also the sort of person who includes a lot of block quotes because I'm a little insecure and I feel like other people's words speak better than mine. That's not necessarily true. Now, if you're not familiar with block quotes, they are the extensive passages from secondary sources that take up about half of any given page. The occasional block quote's fine. But it's the sort of thing that you should use sparingly, which is not something I fully understood until the revision process. And one of my professors went through my paper and was like, you have 11 block quotes. That's not okay. So these are things you learn when other people read your work. Another pair of eyes is almost always helpful. And your peers and professors can tell you what makes sense and what doesn't, and what to edit, what you need to clarify, what info's missing. And it can be tricky to integrate everybody's sort of critiques, right? And I think ultimately, I believe the trick lies in deciding what you want to do with your story or essay, what rhetorical strategies you want to utilize to accomplish your goals. Do you want to make people feel? Do you want to make people think? Do you want to appeal to their sense of credibility? Are you taking into account the timeliness of what you're saying? If your gut tells you, when you're reading critiques, like if another reader or readers really don't appear to have your goals in mind, whether that's, deliberate or they just don't get it, that's okay. You don't have to accept everybody's critique, even my own. It's okay to put, that particular line of criticism aside if you don't feel like it's jiving with what you want to do. But by and large, I am a fan of having other people read your work, and it can be hard. It can be like you're making yourself vulnerable. But that's okay. You ultimately grow. And I think another benefit to revision is, when your peers or professors see aspects of your paper that haven't been clear to you, because then you also see additional aspects. And sometimes that's enough to clarify to yourself that what the paper is really about. And it may even be enough to take your paper in an entirely different direction. Not usually advisable at the last minute, but these things happen, and we have final portfolio for you to do that, so yay. Okay, so that's really all I kind of wanted to say to you about revising. Thank you for watching. I will see you in class later this week. And instead of office hours this week, I thought we would do something different. We were going to use class time as an opportunity for you to bring in a draft of your visual analysis, read it aloud, ask me, ask your peers, any questions you want about it. You can also use the time to ask your me or your peers any other questions that need clarifying. You can pop your draft in the chat. You can send it to me ahead of time. If we were meeting in person, I would bring donuts, but, we are not meeting in person, so that isn't going to happen. And I regret that, but hey, tough times. All right. And on that note, I will see you all soon and have a great week. And sorry this video is late.